a valuable lesson I learned from my grandfather that every entrepreneur needs to learn. And that lesson is that just because you plant a seed, and I'm talking about this based upon the concept of my grandfather was a farmer. He was a farmer in South Jersey, and which is considered the Garden State. And in the process of him being a farmer, I would see the process or the steps that he went through to plant the seed, to till the ground, as far as, to cultivate and to go through all the processes. And then after everything was said and done, he still had to water it. He had to irrigate it because he had an irrigation system where he would plug it in at the end of the street or at the end of the aisles, and it would just jet the water out. And so he had all of these steps, all of these steps that were absolutely important for the growth and for the harvest that he was anticipating. But he had to sow the seed. He had to plant the seed with an expectation. And that's kind of where I'm going with this, is that if you're newly starting a company, what I found by starting numerous companies over the years and having several that were very successful, is that you have to spend the time. And what I'm doing now is I'm working full time, and what I'm working full time on, I'm taking the resources from what I'm doing full time. That's the seed, and I'm putting it in to the company that I'm building, because it's requiring a certain amount of seed, a certain amount of irrigation, a certain amount of cultivation. It's requiring all of the things that are needed for it to grow and to harvest and to flourish. And so the thing that I'm going to encourage you is that when you're starting, do not get discouraged and do not quit. This is the only time I'm going to tell you not to quit, because there are times in life where you should quit. But this time I'm not going to tell you to quit. And what I'm talking about is when you're first starting your company, because you're going to have days that you're going to be tired. You're going to have days where you're not going to feel like doing certain things. But that's when you have to step up and be accountable and be diligent in the goal that you set forth for yourself. And that's kind of my word of encouragement to you today. And like I always say, I believe in you, but you gotta believe in yourself. Don't get tired of planting the seed, cultivating it, and irrigating it, because at some point you will reap the harvest. That's my thought for you for today. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.